Welcome to the North Texas CommunityDifference-Denton, powered by the Difference Media LLC and 2940 The Difference Radio, the voice of small businesses and the communities they serve. Today's show is hosted by Matt Kern, entrepreneur and founder of Denton Does It, and co-hosted by Beth Caudill, realtor with eXp Realty. The North Texas CommunityDifference-Denton
is created to serve as a platform for local leaders and business professionals to showcase their expertise, values, and commitment to their community. Overall, the podcast aims to create a stronger sense of community in North Texas by highlighting the often overlooked or unnoticed good work being done by local leaders, businesses, and professionals. So sit back and relax as our co-host and their guests share thoughts and insights about being a professional and the opportunities for our businesses to serve our communities in a very special way.
Because the North Texas CommunityDifference-Denton
starts now.
Well, welcome. Thank you all for being on with us today and also watching the replay. We would appreciate your likes and comments and shares today for our podcast show for the North Texas CommunityDifference-Denton. I'm your host, Matt Kern, and I'm your local guy here in the Denton area, and I work with Freedom Title is my place of employment. But Denton Does It is the platform that I use to help network and connect people here in the Denton community. I'm also a Denton Chamber member and also an ambassador with the Chamber of Commerce, and I attend a few other networking groups here in the Denton area. And so I like to stay in touch with what's going on here in the Denton area since I live here and work here, and I love to shop local also. So shout out to all of our local people here and local businesses that are on today and that will see this video later on. So the reason why we're using this platform for our networking is one of the reasons why I really like this is because we can record time. We can record the time of the topics that we talk about, and we're always trying to come up with one of the best topics that we can for that month, and that we share that topic with our guest. And I can't do this alone. I have a co-host, Beth Caudill, with eXp Realty, and she's a local real estate agent here in the Denton area. But I brought this idea up to her is that we should have another platform so we can showcase not only ourselves and our business, but also share that with our friends and business colleagues that we work with, whether it's community related or real estate related, and that we can record what we talk about and then be able to share that not only with the local community, but also with those other people who might be moving to the Denton area at some point in time and need to know somebody that they can know, like, and trust and have a contact with. And so what you see here on video with me is what you get in person. So whether you like it or not, I am what I am. And so anyway, Denton Does It is my platform that I use here for that connection. And you can find that on Facebook and also on Instagram also. And I'm on all the other LinkedIn and any other platform I can be on. But I just want to give a shout out to our founder and editor and producer, Lyndon. He's always in the background taking care of us and making us look good here on this show. And there's a lot of work to this. One other thing I want to say before I bring Beth on is that if you're a local business person here, whether you work for a company or you work, on your own business, we're looking for guests to be on our show. We are building a list of that, and we would love to talk to you about being guests and also a sponsor. This show is not free, and it costs us to showcase this platform and this podcast. And so we extend our arm out to you and our hand out to you So if you feel like you could benefit from this and be a benefit to others like we feel like we are, then jump on with us. And myself or Lyndon or Beth be happy to talk to you about sponsoring the show also. So I guess it's time that I'm going to bring Beth Caudill on.
Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
girl. How's it
How are
going?
you? Good. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Happy
Matt's,
Taco Tuesday.
I know, right? Matt's just back from an exciting trip to Alaska.
Yeah.
Who gets to go to Alaska? So
Yeah.
super fun to get away from the crazy heat that we have here in this state right now.
Hmm.
So I am the local, real estate agent here in Denton. Been doing this about 20 years here in the area in Denton County. Happy to help you with anything you need at all. It doesn't have to even involve real estate, but whatever you're looking for, what do you need to know? That's why we're here. We know lots of people in the community, and we want to share with you, anything you think you might want to know, like,
Yeah.
hey, what's this?
Yeah.
And we're happy to share all that with you. We want to bring great information and content to you guys to just let you know. You already know this, that Denton is a great place to be, but that,
Yes.
we're just really great group of folks that are here ready to help you and find exactly what it is you're looking for in this community.
Yeah, you touched on it, Beth. And by the way, I do want to give a shout out because Beth is our president of our Greater Denton Wise County Association of Realtors this year. Thank you, Beth, for all the volunteering and support that you do for our association. And thanks to everybody, Nanci and the team at the association. Thank you all for what y'all do because, uh, it's 80-20 rule in the volunteering business, right? And
Right.
it's 20% of us, volunteering, supporting, helping us. Maybe it's not 20, but it's close to that, something like
It-
that. But thank you to all of y'all who support our association. And something else that you touched on is you don't just sell real estate, you help other people find the people who need to make that connection, and that's really what this is about, is networking together. That's what networking is about. It's networking and showcasing and giving other people a spotlight that need to be seen because something that Lyndon always talks about is, networking groups are great. There's nothing wrong with that. We love to be in person. We have some of the best networking groups here in the Denton area. Our Chamber of Commerce averages 100 to 150 people every month for their networking meeting. But you always don't get to talk to everybody that you want to talk to, or you run out of time, or somebody runs off and you don't get to talk to them. Then you forget about it. And this is a place where you're not going to forget because you can watch it over and over again.
Right. And I am a chamber ambassador as well.
You are.
So that is nice and get to meet. I mean, really, it is all about the connections and get to know people and trying to help out with, whatever somebody might need. And
Yeah,
I
we
think,
we just did a ribbon cutting yesterday for Sam's
yep, we
Club.
did. We
And
sure
Sam's
did.
Club's been around for a long time, right? And they were so nice. Is it Tamika was the
Yeah.
sales manager over
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and her team were awesome. And we had a really great time over there too.
I saw her this morning at the Wake Up Coffee networking event.
Oh,
So
you did?
yeah, that was fun.
Oh, for
Yeah,
the
she was there.
Tuesday?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is that? We'll give a shout out for Point Bank.
Yep.
So Aaron Benedict puts on a breakfast networking meeting and always has a speaker who comes. I think it's the third Tuesday of every month. Isn't that right? Yeah, at 8 o'clock at Zara Coffee. So if you're in the Denton area, right? Am I saying
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Today was Sarah Schroeder, so she
Oh
also
yeah.
come to another one of our podcast
Yeah,
event.
shout out to
Sure.
Sarah. She's a great coach, great person, and if you need help in your business, in your personal life, that girl can help you.
Yes, she can.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Okay, so let's see. We have some really good guests on today, don't we?
We do. Oh my gosh, our guests today are awesome. They're great friends and people we've known in the community a long time that do a lot to help people that, like, you probably don't even hear their praises enough for all they do for people, because they are big helpers in the community, and always out there willing to give a hand and help with whatever is needed. So
I think you touched on that, is that, you know what a leader is, Beth? A leader is one who stands in the gap, right? And these two people stand, and they've stood in the gap for a long time. You think by now they would have pulled that gap together. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? But really, that's what a leader does. A leader stands in the gap, fills in where it needs to be filled, and makes sure the things get done when they need to get done, right? First and foremost. So talking about community, I just want to bring up, I think, let's see. I think what we'll talk about right now is we have a little segment called What's Up, Denton?
Okay.
And anyway, I just want to bring up a few things of what's going on today. I have something in the works. I'm hoping that I'm going to get some people from the Denton area that work in events and things to get on with us each week as we do this. But you have me today to talk about events. But a couple of things I wanted to bring up that I made notes for. Okay.
Nice.
Is the Denton Community Market is each Saturday. It's still going on at 9 a.m. and that's at the corner of Mulberry Street and Carroll Boulevard. Lots of great business people set up there with small businesses. Lots of great crafts and arts and food and drinks and vegetables and meat and chicken, you name it, and music. It's really good. So go check that out.
And you can take your dog. If you want to take your dog to the festival, you can go and do it there.
Your dogs are most welcome there, right? As long as they're on a leash, okay?
Right.
And they behave themselves too.
Right,
okay?
absolutely.
All right. Also, check out what's going on at Dan Silverleaf this month, next month, and all the months coming. There's a lot of good stuff coming on. I know that we're going to talk about the North Texas Fair and Rodeo today. That's coming on in August. And by the way, we were talking about the Greater Denton Wise Realtors Association is right now we're in the mode of stuff the bus for kids. So we're
taking backpacks.
We're collecting backpacks this year for Denton ISD, and we're stuffing the bus from this point on until the 27th. So if you would like to buy some backpacks, you can bring them to the association office on West University, or you can bring them to my office or Beth's office, and we'll make sure that we get them to them. If you have any questions about that, just let us know, and we'll help you out. And then last but not least is always look at www.discoverdenton.com. The people from the chamber are all part of this Discover Denton, and you can find all the events there. And of course, on Facebook, just look under events and then under Denton, Texas also. Okay. So I think we're probably getting close to taking a commercial break, maybe.
Okay.
And when we come back, Beth's going to introduce our guest.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Are you stressed about health insurance? Juan Payon at JP Direct Health can help. JP Direct Health offers a wide variety of plans to fit your needs and your budget, and we're here to answer any questions you have. We're committed to providing our customers with the best possible service, and we're always looking for ways to save you money. So what are you waiting for? Get started today and see how JP Direct Health can help you get the health insurance you need. Call Juan today at 1-800-555-1212.
Do you want your home or office to sparkle? Then call Elite Diamond Cleaning today. From basic cleaning to deep cleaning, and using only the highest quality cleaning products and equipment, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Our team of experienced cleaners will work quickly and efficiently to clean every nook and cranny, taking care of all the details so you don't have to. With a variety of pricing options to fit any budget, you can be sure that you are getting the best possible price. Call Elite Diamond Cleaning today at 214-300-9876 to schedule a free estimate. Your home and office is a diamond. Let us get it out of the dust.
Are you looking for new or more reliable and affordable home services? Look no further than Utility Connect. At Utility Connect, we understand that every customer is different. Thanks to our partnership with The Difference, our free concierge service seamlessly shops all of your utilities and services for your home or business with one easy phone call. So what are you waiting for? Call Utility Connect today and experience the difference. For more information, give us a call at 469-414-2033 or visit us at www.utilityconnect.net/thedifference to learn more.
And now back to the show.
All right. Well, we are back from our commercial. One of the things I want to bring up before Beth brings on our guest is you saw that we had a commercial break, and we can't keep the show, going without our sponsors. And so I would love to start seeing and expect to start seeing our local business people sponsoring this show here, not only as being a guest, but also being a sponsor where we can showcase and advertise your local business here, because we should be advertising local businesses here and not just be in general. I mean, I appreciate those people who have made the choice to become a sponsor, and there's nothing wrong with having them on here to showcase them to the Denton area, but I would definitely love to see our local businesses jump on with us and be a part of this team and this membership too.
Matt, let me jump in and just remind everybody too that the Wiley show that we have is full of local sponsors, and that show is averaging a little above 5,000 viewers per show, and we hit over 50,000 viewers in less than 6 weeks. And so it really is the way that we promote the shows, and we do it strategically so that the local businesses get the recognition that they need. So it is a great opportunity for them to not only be a part of the show, support the show, but also reach the people that they may not be reaching currently.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And what is it you always say, that a business doesn't fail because of what?
Businesses don't struggle or fail because of a bad product or service. They struggle or fail because not enough people knew who they were and what they were doing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what this platform is for. It's to showcase all of us out there in the public market and in our local business market too. We have so many just awesome people who are small business people here in the community, and they need to get their voice out, and they need to be heard, and people need to know who they are so they can make that choice to use local businesses too.
Absolutely they do. And it's like this: if I'm a small business and I decide to support this show, every time my ad runs, I tap into Matt Kern's audience, and I tap into Beth's audience, and
That's
I tap into the guest audience. That's why we do it as a collective effort between everybody, because we are sharing and promoting each other and being brand ambassadors for not only the community, but the businesses in the community.
Yeah. And that's what social networking is about anyway, is being able to tap into everybody's circle, and all share together.
Absolutely.
And doggone it, those people deserve it.
I told you there was comedy.
There you go.
All right, Beth, it's all yours, sister.
Okay. So, drum roll, please. Not really. Not yet. Not yet. Not
What?
yet. I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
All
Okay.
right. Let me know when.
Our first guest today has been working with the North Texas Fair and Rodeo for 30 years.
What?
I know, right? She has one child, Ryan, who is now a third generation fair runner person.
Okay.
Anyway, it's really fun. She's president of the Texas Association of Fairs and Events. She works with Glenn Carlton as the North Texas Fair and Rodeo chief person out there.
Yeah.
And she was born in Dallas, raised in Fort Worth, because we all got a little Fort Worth in us.
Yep.
And then she's also was involved and is involved in the theater, which is something really cool. That's how I first met Nanci, was through the Denton Community Fair and Rodeo. So I sort of just gave it away. But our guest speaker today is Nanci Kimmel. So check her out. She's amazing.
Yes,
Hey,
she is.
Hey,
Hey, Nancy.
Nanci.
well, what an intro.
Really, right? She kind of really lathered that on, didn't she?
Well, she's a friend
Deserves it.
too.
She deserves it too.
She does deserve it, and she's an awesome person, and she's somebody who helps the community but doesn't always toot her horn about it. So I kind of love that, and that she's always involved and willing to help. So, and she's just interesting.
We're really glad to have you on because people will never realize, Nancy, the work that you and Glenn and the team puts on behind the scenes. Just because we're not having North Texas Fair and Rodeo all year long doesn't mean you're not doing something, and you know what that means. And so you guys are the ones behind the scenes doing all that work, getting prepared for 2 weeks of enjoyment for everybody else to participate in. That's a lot of work. So kudos to you.
Well, thanks. I tell you, it's fun. We start working on the next year's fair. During this fair, we'll start doing that. And Glenn is our executive director. And about a year and a half ago, we hired our marketing and media gal, Hannah Crandall, and she has taken everything to the next level. She is beyond amazing. So
you needed that help too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's wonderful to do all these things, but then you can do them and then not promote them properly. And it's just like a big thud, but she does it. We're so happy to have her on board. And wow, what a gal. What a gal.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So tell us what you want everybody to know about, the North Texas Fair. Like I know the dates are like August 18th to 26th this year. So it's right around the corner. You promised it's not going to be hot. You told the sun to go away during those weeks. And but tell us, because I know it's an awesome lineup of performers that are going to be there. Tell me who you're looking forward to seeing. What are the things, if nobody'd been to the North Texas Fair before, that they would definitely want to make sure they saw? Give us a little bit about the fair.
Okay. Well, if anybody is paying attention, today's July 18th, which means we open a month from today.
1 month.
So 1 month. So mark your calendars. The North Texas Fair and Rodeo always opens, or historically opens, on the third Friday of August. And so before, we used to have 1 week we would be open during school and 2 weeks that we didn't, but all of that's changed. It doesn't really matter. It actually helps us now because we're able to get free child's tickets and teacher discount tickets to all the schools. And in fact, we had a volunteer come in last week and spent all week dividing 55,000 child's tickets into stacks of 20 and 25 and 50 so that we could distribute them to the DISD.
Wow.
So, yeah, we love working with that. But as far as the fair, golly, I'm going to correct you just a little bit. I've been almost 20 years employed, but I started volunteering in 1984. So whatever that math comes out to is just, a hot minute. I've been around.
That's more than 20. I'm just saying.
So, and then my daughter was raised out here, and then now she is the admin at Tri-State Fair and Rodeo. My mother was the executive secretary of the State Fair of Texas. So this is not an unusual path that I followed. I sold real estate for a while, and I've done a lot of things, but this is kind of, where I stuck, and it's absolutely where I need to be. I get to work in this industry that I love so much. I get to, visit with people, be involved in the community. And it's a dream job. And I often say that I am so blessed and so lucky because my goal and my purpose in life, my job, is to make memories. And that's what we do at the North Texas Fair and Rodeo. And I'm really happy about that. Yeah. as far as the fair, we have got, we bring in at least 3 shows that are free to the public. This year we've got Tumbleweed Connection, which is a comedy gun slinging type show. It's absolutely darling and it's free. We have Swifty Swines, Racing and Swimming Pigs, which is free. It's absolutely adorable. And then this year we've got a new special exhibit in the Kids Zone, which I'm real excited about. It's called the Great American Ag Ventureland. And if you drive by the fairgrounds and you see this gigantic tent up in the Kids Zone area, all of that is going to be filled with different activities for children. Like you can make a lariat, you can learn about vegetables, you can learn about how to saddle a horse. There's just all kinds of things, and it's all free. Everything is, well, actually, I think it costs $2 to make a lariat, but everything else is free. And that's what we want. We want to bring these things that children and adults are not normally subject to. I mean, every child doesn't have the opportunity to learn how to make a lariat. And I think that's great.
Yes.
Our music, and you'll have to stop me because I could just chatter on forever about the fair. But our music, like you said, Beth, is unbelievable. We open with Aaron Watson. And then the first Saturday, we have Scotty McQuarrie, which I'm
nice.
Yeah, he's one of the ones I'm really excited about.
Wasn't he like American Idol or something? He was. Yeah,
he was like the winner. And then he's been doing so well. He just had a child, and his music has kind of taken a little bit of a turn in a different direction, and I love it. So I'm super excited about him. And then on Sunday, we've got La Mafia. Monday, we've got Jake Hooker and the Outsiders, which is kind of a Texas swing. They've been a staple of our show, for, I'm going to say 15 years. Tuesday, we have Carson Jeffrey, who is an up-and-comer. Mm-hmm. Wednesday, we have our own Denton born and raised Cody West.
Yes.
Thursday is $30 Thursday, and we have been bringing in bigger name stars on our Thursday. And this year we've got Gary Allen. And so we're super excited about that. Friday, Reckless Kelly. And then we close it out with just the awesome music of Tracy Lawrence.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Such good old school music that everybody knows all the songs. We can all sing them. You're right. Good. Yep.
I know my grandson knows Watermelon Roll, and so do, I mean, and he's 20. So it kind of does cover all generations.
Oh, that's funny. So it cost about like $20 entry to get into the fair? Something?
Actually, we did have a little bit of a price increase this year.
Okay.
It's $25 Monday through, or it's $25 every day, but Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and that's $20. And then, of course, Thursday is $30 Thursday. But I will also share with you and the people that are listening that every DFW area O'Reilly sells discount tickets. And so you can get $5 off if you go to any area O'Reilly. Children's tickets are $5 for 7 through 12. And they also, if you go to O'Reilly, you can buy $1 discount. So every little bit helps.
No, that's awesome. And about how many people go to the fair every year?
Approximately 200,000 throughout the 9 days.
And don't forget, we have a rodeo during this whole thing too, right?
Every single night we have a concert. Every single night we have a rodeo.
Right.
And every single night there's amazing food, and there's, all kinds of activities going on the ground, livestock shows, shopping in the air conditioning for commercial exhibits.
Yeah, you got everything.
It's
everything here that we need, that we need here in the Denton area. And we appreciate y'all providing all of that to us for all these years that y'all have done that. So I think we're fixing to take a break, and then Beth's going to bring on our next guest.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Texas Edge Insurance. We're more than just an insurance company. We're your partners in protection. We understand that every person and every business is unique. That's why we don't believe in a one-size-fits-all approach to insurance.
We work with you to create a customized insurance plan that meets your specific needs. And we're always here to help you, no matter what. We offer a wide range of insurance products. We also work with over 30 insurance companies to find you the best possible coverage. So what are you waiting for? Contact Texas Edge Insurance today. Visit our website or give us a call at 817-406-2929 to get a free quote today. Introducing Bankroll Media, a digital marketing partner designed to take your business to the next level. At Bankroll Media, we are a team of creative and innovative marketers that works with mortgage loan officers, realtors, many e-commerce businesses, and much more. At Bankroll Media, we're different because you're different. We get it, and that's why we're here. We're not your typical marketing agency. We don't believe in cookie-cutter solutions or one-size-fits-all approaches. We believe in building relationships with our clients and understanding their unique needs. We want to understand your business inside and out so that we can create marketing campaigns that are tailored to your specific needs. From social media management, lead generation, web design to content creation and SEO, even email marketing. Bankroll Media can do it all. Bankroll Media, building presence, connecting ideas.
And now back to the show.
Okay,
All right.
we're back.
Yay!
Hey.
That was really good information, Nancy. Thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
thank you.
Yeah.
Now wait for this next one because he's another live wire, y'all, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, superintendent of the Denton ISD since July 1st of 2012. He's been doing this for a little over 11 years in this role. And then prior to that, he was still in public education. So total of 33 years in public education. He's a big advocate helping with growth and management and instructional innovation, lifelong ties to our community. He's just a really great guy. I happen to have known him longer than I'd like to admit, but no, I mean, I'm just saying, I've known him from all different roles, from when we were in college together, and then to now, which he's an amazing person. So it's Jamie Wilson from Denton ISD. Welcome him to our podcast. Yay!
There he is.
Hey.
Hey guys, thanks for
Hi.
having me. And Nancy, just a quick shout out. You know, Cody West is my daughter's cousin-in-law.
Oh, how fun.
So she's married to Cody West's cousin. So Cody is a Ryan High School graduate, grew up here, and
That's right.
in fact, a little known fact about Cody West is he was one of the football players on the team for the Ryan Raiders in all their successful seasons. So it's great to see our kids growing up and doing great things in entertainment industry and the music industry as well as what they do when they leave us. So great to see them come back as successes for sure.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, look at Jamie. He looks all tan, doesn't he?
He kind of looks a little tan. He looks tanner than usual. I'm just saying.
Yeah. He
Well,
must be using the Glow Bro, the Bro
I don't know
Glow.
what's going on with that, but it's
Must be
been a
your
week or
lighting.
so since I've been outside, and the sun's pretty warm out there.
Yeah, it's pretty warm out there. So, what have you been doing this summer, Jamie? What goes on? Do you just get to take vacation all summer and then you come back right before school starts? What's your summer like?
You know, Matt, it's funny because we talk about that quite often about summers in the school business, and we have over 6 million square feet of space that we have about 8 weeks to get together. I don't know how many businesses completely shut down and then start up 8 weeks later. And all of our major maintenance, making sure our air conditioners and all those things are working, especially if this heat were to continue. We've got a lot going on. Probably the main things that are happening right now is we're going to open our 9th middle school, which is actually in the town of Prosper. It's Pat Cheek Middle School, who's named after a longtime namesake, and her son Billy Cheek is an advocate in the chamber and economic development here in the community. So we're really excited to be able to honor her and honor their family. And just really staying busy and working through it. And had a big bond election in May that we had to take to market last week, and so that was successful. And getting ready to address this amazing growth in our community. I mean, we're now the 5th fastest growing county in the country. We add about 1,000 students a year. So for those folks that are looking for a place to relocate and come do some business, we're going to continue along that path for quite some time. This is a great opportunity for a lot of people.
Yeah. So just to shout out and toot your horn for you. So even though you brought some guy in last week, I wasn't there at the meeting at the luncheon for the Greater Denton Wise Association, but everybody that went that I have talked to so far said it was really good. The numbers are amazing to see what's happening here in North Texas area, and especially in Denton ISD. So touch a little bit about the bond election and what happened with that, and then about how many schools are up and coming since this last elementary school.
So this last bond election, we had we got to go backwards, because in the fall of 22 we put together about 100 community members, including 15 students, to serve on a committee to study district needs and to help us address our growth. And they worked for about 6 months before they recommended the election to the trustees, who then unanimously supported calling the election this last May. The crazy part about it is we were able to garner the support of our community in $1.4 billion worth of projects and not increase the tax rate. It's amazing that the growth in our community is what pays for growth. So our quality schools and our quality facilities, it's the new businesses, the new homes that come into our community that help pay for that and increase our quality of life. And it's really been a blessing to be in a community that's so supportive of our schools. So in this bond election, you'll see a new comprehensive high school number 5, a new career center that really helps us in partnerships with our workforce. We have over 50 different individual certifications that students can obtain. And so lots of our local businesses actually partner with us for their workers and help make sure that they get the certifications they need and those things. In addition to the college going culture that we've created with Texas Women's University and University of North Texas and NCTC being right here in our own backyard. So all those things happen. So comprehensive high school number 5, which would be in the town of Crossroads, a new career center, which will also be in that section. It's the fastest growing region probably in the Metroplex. When you think about just that density, just east of Denton here. So it's right there close to all of us. And then we have 3 new elementary schools, 2 of which will open next August. And so we're fast and furious getting those things going. So if you think about having an election in May and then being able to have a school open up 14 months later, that's a lot of work to get those things together. Safety and security updates, that's always a big on the forefront of everybody's mind about student safety and making those things happen. We've been on the front end of that for quite some time. At the same time, what we like to do is just expand some of our technology to other entrances and other doors and windows, and that was a big part of this bond as well. And then opportunities for students was the last piece. Fine arts, indoor workout facilities for our band kids and for our athletics kids. And then when people move to North Texas, they don't bring water. They don't bring roads, and they don't bring schools with them. So we have to do that. And we've noticed that, moving to some synthetic surfaces for our fields is really a better economical way to do it, because you can use them more often and you don't have to worry about maintenance and fertilizer and water and those things, especially since water we know is could be limited in the future. So lots of pieces in there as we go through it.
Yeah.
How many people are in the Denton ISD school district?
So Beth, this last year we ended up just over 32,000. And to put that in perspective, when I came to the district in 2005, we had just under 16,000. So we're opening about a school a year. Sometimes we'll skip a year, and sometimes we'll open 2 in 1 year. So it's continuing to grow, and they're coming to us from all over the country.
And so what do you see by the year 2030, which is not that far away, man? Right.
We'll be over 40,000 by 2030, 41,000. And if if you wanted to, for those of you that are from this region, we're in about 60 square miles right now of developed property, and we have 180 square miles that we actually encompass. So we currently have 24 elementary schools. So just multiply that by 3. That's about how many we'll have at build out. So over 70. We have 9 middle schools, probably have 27, 28. We finished that. 3 comprehensive high schools. So you have, or 4 comprehensive high schools. So you have 10 or 12 of those. So that just kind of gives you what the future looks like in this region. That's why I love talking to you and Matt and Beth about this, because for businesses that are looking to relocate and for opportunity, this is the place to be. I mean, it just doesn't get much better. And Nanci, you've been here a while. We've all been here a while. Beth talked about it. We all have kind of a Fort Worth connection. Matt, you the northern part of Tarrant County, and then the other of us in western Fort Worth and eastern Fort Worth. And so it's we're definitely seeing that growth.
Yeah, I'm sorry y'all had to grow up over there on that side.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah. Well, we said, from Halton City to the west, it was not too. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, we liked your skating rink on that side of town.
That's true.
Yeah, but we all ended up here. Isn't that crazy?
That's right.
All right. So I want to bring up a topic with you that's been going on that we've talked about this month. And, it was really kind of the topic about your personal branding. And I know, so I'm going to come at it this way. How important it is, Nanci, Kimmy, and Jamie, about your reputation in your business, and how does your personal influence your corporate side of yourself in your reputation? Now, I know that we're all going to say, reputation is really important, because if your name gets smeared, everybody knows it in a small town, and people talk about it, and they might still say they like you, but they don't trust you. In our business, all of us, it's know, like, and trust. And I got to know that if Jamie wants me to vote for him, right, then I need to know that I like him and that I trust him, and I know that he's making educated decisions, no pun intended, right? And the same thing with Beth or with Nanci is knowing that they're out there speaking for the real estate, community to the whole state and not just to here. And Nanci's speaking to the whole part of Texas, right? And then also to our local community here too. So I'd love to hear your opinion real quick before we have to go to break from you guys. And I'll start with you first, Nanci, is how important it is to have a strong, stable reputation for the North Texas Fair and Rodeo and for yourself.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because to me, it's like the most important thing. Number one, I'm not going to ask anybody to do something that I wouldn't do myself. And as far as everything I do in my personal life, in my business life, and, with the theater, just like you said in the beginning, Matt, what you see is what you get. It's way too much trouble for me to not be authentic. And I try to be authentic. I try to be trustworthy. I try to be intentional in everything I do. And hopefully that carries over not only in my friendships and business relationships, but in the community work that I do for the city and the county, but most important in what we do for the fair. I can't ask you to spend $25 to come to an event if you can't trust a word out of my mouth.
Right.
And so I'm not going to do that. If any question you've got to ask me, and I will give you the very best answer I can with the very best intentions.
And we appreciate that about you too, Nanci, is that your honesty is in front of you, and that
sometimes good, sometimes bad.
You get what you get, right? And sometimes it's filtered and sometimes it's not. But exactly. at least you're the same person here on video as you are in person, and that's what I like about you too. And what do you feel like, Jamie? I mean, being the superintendent for all these years, you didn't get there having a bad reputation in the very beginning. You had to have somebody, be on your side and believe in you. And you've obviously learned quite a bit in experience over all these, past 11, 12 years, right? And so I know you're a family man, and I know that if you ask any husband, or if you talked about a husband or a man in business, if you want to know what that man is like, go talk to his wife and kids. They'll tell you the truth.
Right.
Right.
Matt, I think Nanci hit on it with regard to trust. And, I think probably about 20 years ago when I was really trying to work through leadership, John Maxwell had written some of his first books, and one of them was the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. And he talks about leadership is nothing but influence, nothing more, nothing less, and that's determined by your character and your integrity and what you do. And I don't think anybody. You want to make sure you have a good reputation, and the way you have a good reputation with your actions, right? It's the number one thing is do what you say you're going to do.
Yes.
I tell everyone, I've said this to you guys, you've heard me say it before, but my strength and weakness is the same word as transparency.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people who would say, "Oh, I can't believe you shared that with your community, that you're having issues at this and that and the other." And it's like, well, how am I ever going to expect to get help from people if I don't let them know what the needs are, how those things work? Right. Second to that, my calling is to help kids, and my wife and I, and I'm gonna put this, post this, but my wife and I are hosting the gala this year for the Children's Advocacy Center of North Texas, and the Children's Advocacy Center for North Texas is the actual organization that provides justice for children and their families if they've been abused growing up, and from 1 in 10 kids will be sexually abused before their 18th birthday, and 1 in 10 of those will actually report it. So when you hear those statistics, you know that if you have any influence at all in your community, you want to make a difference to that. Yes. that you should.
Yes,
and
sir.
So Melanie and I have agreed to host this gala in Denton County, and I think Melanie is my wife. Melanie is will always say, "What did you get me into?" Right. But then when you talk about the importance of the work that we have, I think it's your actions and what you do that determines your reputation. Mm-hmm. And when you surround yourself with good people and you do good things with good people and you do that with the right heart, then good things happen and people want to be a part of that. And as I lead the school system, people say, "What does that have to do with your 4,000 employees and 32,000 students?" We too are creating memories, right? And those moments that we create make those memories, and we want them to be positive. And just really think that you are your brand, right? You are your thing. And
yeah, you are.
And now with the digital media and the socials that are out there, there's eyes watching all the time that what goes on. And if you always have to learn from it if you make a mistake, but the number one thing is own up when you make a mistake and go on from there. Just be humble.
Hey, nowadays, as soon as you say it, man, it's out there. It's you can't take it back, and you got to be careful and people will bend the truth sometimes. And I'm saying that very nicely, about things, about people too. And it's, what you do behind the scenes that makes, a big difference, because whether you're volunteering or you're working, in your community or for your job, having values and being stable sets an example for everybody else too. So it's time to take a break, and then we come back. We're going to wrap things up. Can y'all believe it's almost been an hour? It goes by quick. Right. All right.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Welcome to the North Texas Pod Connect. The North Texas Pod Connect is a revolutionary way to network that combines the best of traditional networking with the power of the digital world. By utilizing the power and reach of radio, live streaming, and podcasting, and by leveraging the Difference Media LLC's expansive audience of over 4 million viewers and listeners, PodConnect enables professionals to connect with like-minded individuals, share knowledge and experiences, and build personal brands through a unique approach that opens doors to new opportunities, business relationships, consumers, and community leaders. With 3 levels of participation that include co-hosting, hosting, broadcasting your branded business commercial on our website and your PodConnect show, to being a station sponsor where your commercial plays on all of our network community shows, as well as our new radio station. Combined with done-for-you social media content like Reels and Shorts to expand your brand's visibility and reach, all at a fraction of the cost of one studio rental for a 1-hour podcast recording. So, if making high-level connections with other professionals and the residents of the communities you serve would be an asset to your professional growth and business development, then give us a call at 972-866-4596 or email us at info@thedifferenceradio.com. And now back to the show.
All right, we are back, and I think Lyndon, our show producer, wanted to bring up something about the rodeo. There he is.
I do, and I want to say this mainly because of what we created with the Difference 4 years ago and why we created it. And, you know, I'm just a small town country boy. And
Don't tell them where you're from, okay?
I'm not going to say a word because the last time we played North Texas, they whipped us bad. So I'm outnumbered. But here's what I want to talk about on the rodeo, just short, simple, and sweet. Everybody knows what's going on in our country and the culture challenges we have. And I attended a rodeo just a few weeks ago. Local rodeo here, goes all the time. Most people know where it is. What I noticed is that they still pray. They still put their hand on their heart when the Pledge of Allegiance or when the national anthem is played. Mm-hmm. And I got goosebumps because I feel like as much as our sports have gone into the political realm, the rodeo is the one remaining truly American sport. And I don't know how that's going to sit with everybody in our audience, but it's important to me. I think it's important to small communities because that's what makes them so special, is we are still pursuing the American dream. And part of that American dream is being a good neighbor, right? Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to say that because if you've never been to a rodeo, or if you're not paying attention, go to the rodeo. Yeah. And I think it's going to touch your heart in a way that other sports don't do anymore. And it's unfortunate, but it was just, anyway, I can't wait to go. Can't wait for it. Nanci, I will be there. I hope to see
Perfect.
you.
I was just going to quickly say, and I'm glad you brought that up, Lyndon. We are, and which is one of the thousands of things that makes me so proud to be in this industry. We are one of the very few, if not the only remaining industry that is God, country, family. And we promote that. Our traditions are built on that. Our values are built on that. I'm so proud that my family was built on that. And now my daughter is doing that in another rodeo at Tri-State Fair and Rodeo in Amarillo. And she's carrying on those traditions. So to me, that is the most important thing. You were asking me what's the most important thing. That is the most important thing. And for us to be able to have this event and share our values, share our traditions, it's a blessing. It's truly a blessing.
I agree.
Yeah, we're blessed to have you guys in our community here. We can just drive a mile down the road and we're there, which is great. Just speaking of that, and we're just about run out of time, but I have to ask this, Nanci, is the North Texas Fair and Rodeo has another property.
Yes.
And at some point in time, there is going to be a new place for the North Texas Fair and Rodeo. Do we have any kind of timeline now?
Basically, yes. It's probably going to be somewhere. Yeah. Sort of.
Okay.
Maybe in the 4 to 5 year range. We have bought some property out off of 35. The southern border is Ganser and the northern border is Milam. I believe that's right.
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
And then there's some other property and a lot of other things in the works. There has been lots of legislature passed that is going to be very helpful in us acquiring building a new expo center.
Yeah.
And the future looks extremely bright for the North Texas Fair and Rodeo. And just really quickly, I just want to add, talking about community and growth of the schools and all the wonderful things that Jamie's doing and all of the great things that he's doing for our kids. The North Texas Fair and Rodeo, and this is a little known fact, we contribute about $12 million into the city, into the economic impact. We contribute about $22 million, and this is sitting on 21 workable acres with 11 acres of parking. And so, and that's what we're able to accomplish on this tiny little part of land.
Yeah.
And so it's so exciting that when we're going to be able to go out and have 100, 200 acres and really do what we are capable of doing, taking everything we've learned here and expanding it 100 times. It's going to be amazing what we're going to be able to bring to this community.
Yes, we're all excited, and it can't come quick enough. But you know what? We're still patient, and it'll be okay. All right. So let's wrap things up for the show today. Jamie, your last words, sir.
No, just I posted in the comments a little bit about our back to school fair that's coming up this Saturday at the Braswell High School, and then a week from Saturday at Denton High School. We greatly appreciate the Denton Wise County Realtors for stuffing the bus and helping us get those things out to everyone. So I know you did a plug on that at the very beginning. I think we end with that. We tell our people, ready or not, here they come. And we're excited. 3 weeks from Thursday, we'll get started on August the 10th, first day. And they'll be ready to go. And so there's nothing like that first couple of days of school with that new backpack, that new box of supplies, and those whole things. You guys remember all that growing up, and it's an exciting time. And we're looking forward to it.
Well, listen, Leanne and Chris are doing their jobs, right, Jamie? They're out there, hustling it in the
That's
community.
right.
So, which is good.
We do have a bus up at Denton at the Board of Realtors. So
Yes,
up on
we do.
380. So if you guys want to bring backpacks by, the school district would really appreciate that.
Yeah, there's a bus out front there on University with a banner on there for Stuff the Bus.
Right.
And it's right there. The office is right just west of where Selwyn School used to be, where they're building those new tilt walls up there right now. So, all right. Beth, anything else?
No, I think that, I love hearing from Jamie about the schools and what's going on and all the growth we've had and all I think it's really important for people to realize how much growth has really come to this area, but especially east, going east towards Prosper and Frisco and all that. I saw the sign for the new elementary school yesterday because I was closing a house over there. So that was really interesting to see. I was like, "Oh, what is that school?"
Right.
And then I saw the signs, directional signs, taking us there. But this school's always growing, and I think Jamie and Nanci are both people that I can go to if I have questions about anything and ask them, and because they know that I'm not going to just sit back and not ask questions because I'm a question asker.
Mm-hmm.
And so I appreciate them helping me, but know that we're always here to help. And that's the whole point of this program, to spread the word for people.
Spread the word.
So,
that's what we're doing. We're just networking. That's all we're doing, guys. We're just networking and communicating, right? We got to get the word out. We have to communicate, and we got to showcase those people who are making the difference. That's why we have this show, The Difference, in our communities. And I appreciate all of you because y'all, all three, are making a difference in our community. And I speak for everybody right now, just saying that we appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for being on today.
Sure.
Thank you to Lyndon, our editor, producer, founder, and we'll see y'all. This is going to replay next week, and then August 1st on Tuesday at 11:30 will be a new show, and we'll let you know soon who that guest is going to be. And we got a great lineup of guests coming on who've already agreed. We just got to lasso them in.
There you go.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thanks, Nancy. Thank you, Jamie.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
Beth.
Thank you.